Hey everyone, and welcome to this SolidWorks tutorial on conveyor belt, in which we will learn how to model this C channel for the conveyor belt, and also we will learn how to model this bearing housing as well, which we will be using in the conveyor belt assembly. So let's begin. So first you need to open a new part file in SolidWorks. I will ensure that I'm working in millimeters, so I will select mmgs as units. Then I will select the front plane and click on sketch, and I will create here a midpoint line at the origin like this. Ensure that this is horizontal perfectly. I will select this line and assign a horizontal relation to this. Then I will select the smart dimensioning tool, and then I will specify the length of this line, as you can see it from here, 5250. Exit the sketch from here. Make sure that you have enabled the weldment. So you need to right click in the tabs area, go to the tabs and enable the weldment. Just like that, go to the weldment tab and then select the structural member. Make sure that you have selected the right standard from here. So I've selected the ISO. Select the type from here, which is the C channel, and select the size, which I will pick this one, as you can see. Okay. Then I will select this line, and as soon as I select this line, after some time it will turn into a C channel. I will simply check this box. Okay, so I will hide this first sketch. Alright, so we have got our C channel. So I will apply some color to it. So we need to go to the appearance for that purpose. By the way, this is an optional thing if you want to. So I will apply this color. You can apply any color, any appearance to this. This is an optional thing. Go to file, click on save as, and I will save into the same folder, conveyor belt, with the name C channel, and I will hit the save button. So that's it for this. I will cross this one and open a new part file because we are left with a bearing housing. So I will select part file, click OK button. I will ensure that I'm working in millimeters, so I will select mmgs as units. I will create a sketch on the front plane, create a circle at the origin point, specify the diameter of this. So this is 47 millimeters, as you can see. After that, I will create here another circle on the same origin point, and for reference purpose I will create here a midpoint line that should be perfectly horizontal. So, and this also has to be construction geometry as well, which means this is only for the reference purpose. I will trim the bottom area of the outer circle and specify the radius of the circle. So say this is 32 millimeters. Then select the line, create here a vertical, horizontal, vertical, and again horizontal line. I will use a center line here from center point to here vertically. So I will select this line and assign a vertical relation to this, then join these two lines. Hold Control key, select these two lines and assign a horizontal relation. Okay, I will mirror this to the other side, so I will select mirror entities. I will select these four lines in the above window, as you can see, and in the below window, which is mirror about, I will select the center line so that this can be mirrored on the other side. After that, I will define it. So I will select smart dimensioning tool and specify this height from origin point to this horizontal line, 30 millimeters. Then I will specify the height of this vertical line, 12 mm. Then I will specify the length of this horizontal line. Okay, 155. And fillet, let's apply a radius 3 mm. Click on yes if it's a yes or no. Then check this box twice. Okay, this is fully defined. Go to features, select extruded boss base, and specify the length of extrusion, 75 or 60. 60 is fine. Let me right click here and click on edit sketch. So in case if you want to change something, you can change in this way by right clicking and click on the edit sketch. So this is a little bit longer. Let me make it a little bit shorter, so 140 instead of 155, so this looks better. Okay, now let me select this face and click on sketch because we have to create here mounting holes. So I will select the center line from this midpoint to this midpoint. By hovering over, you will find these midpoints, so just create these lines, horizontal and vertical. Then I will create a circle over here, and then select smart dimensioning tool and specify the distance between this line and the center of the circle 15 mm. Specify the diameter of the circle 10 mm. I want this to be mirrored on the other side, although I can create the same sketch on the other side, but mirroring is simple. So mirror about this line, check the box. Okay, then go to features and select extruded cut and specify through all and check the box. So the hole has been created. If you want to specify any color, any appearance, it's up to you. Okay, so this is our bearing housing, and let me now apply some fillets to this edge. Let me adjust the radius 2 mm and same on the other side. So the fillet of 2 mm radius has been applied to both of these edges. Okay, so this is our bearing housing, guys, which we will be using in the conveyor belt assembly. Now let me save it. For that, you need to go to the file and click on save as button and save this as bearing housing. And that completes in this tutorial, guys, in which we have learned how to model a bearing housing and C channel. Thanks for watching and see you in the next tutorial.